Hi baby, I'm Rachel O'Cool. I'm a pro makeup artist, and in this video we're going to be recreating this Florence Pugh makeup look and really diving into what little whispers and light layers of makeup can do for your look. Florence Pugh, feels nice just saying her name. She is a breath of fresh air in Hollywood, and I think I speak for everybody when I say I got a crush on her. She's so personable and relatable, and it exudes in her look. I don't see a lot of Florence Pugh makeup tutorials circulating, and I think that's because her look is always super natural. But even if she's not wearing lashes, even if she's not wearing eyeliner, she has a way of always looking super elevated and just beautiful. A makeup artist who I noticed works with her a lot on some of her most iconic looks is Alexander Babsky. And I know this because she tags her team in her Instagram description, and that is a very good sign of character, people. I love and look up to him as a makeup artist because I feel like he does makeup in a way that I love and aspire to do, which is what I like to call little whispers. Little whispers are when you layer your makeup very lightly using products and colors that match and marry together to give an unclockable but super elevated look. This is makeup that melts with who you are and it moves with your face, which if you haven't figured this out by now, that is something very, very important to me. He lets her face do the talking, and the makeup is just the hype man behind it. And this is perfect for long nights, red carpets, parties, events, because as the night goes on, these light layers all melt and marry together, and your look actually gets better as the night goes on. His makeup focuses on the individual's attributes, and that's why I think him and Florence Pugh are a match made in heaven. I posted 2 of my favorite Alexander Babsky x Florence Pugh looks on my Instagram story and asked you guys to vote on which one you wanted. There was a natural nighttime and a warm fall, and you guys voted for the warm fall. Please follow me on my Instagram and TikTok. I love to get you guys involved with my content, so any recommendations, voting on looks, I'm doing that on there. Please remember to subscribe for more videos like this and turn on notifications for more of the eye shape series. Almond and Hooded are already out, but Downturned, I'm coming for you. Comment down below if you want to see more Florence Pugh looks. I mean, I love her makeup and I love her as a person. Okay, without further ado, here's my Alexander Babsky x Florence Pugh warm fall look. Let's go. I'm excited. Okay. Let's get it started in hot. Woo! Okay, sorry, didn't mean to scare you there. Okay, I'm gonna start with the skin, okay? I like starting base first. Now I know this bee is using the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I just know it. Florence always has this like beautiful, like glowing from within look. I think that's just her though. I think that's just like her vibe, her radiant energy, her beautiful whatever. But if you don't have that, Charlotte Tilbury, she makes it in a bottle, and it's called the Hollywood Flawless Filter. I mean, this stuff makes you just look... I can't explain it. I really can't. I had an interview at Sephora a little while ago, and they were like, what's your favorite product in the store? And I was like, the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. And they were like, well, sell it to us. Like, we're a customer. And I don't know what came over me, but I looked them dead in their eyes, and I was like, I love this product. I don't know what it does or how it does it, but it makes you look so incredibly beautiful and elevated. You need to buy it. I didn't get the job, and I wonder why. It makes me excited. Okay. Her skin always looks like skin. She always just looks human. My #1 product that does this for me is the Glossier Stretch Concealer. I'm gonna go in with my skin tone shade first. This stuff is so workable that I use it as foundation, and I don't like heavy products on my face. This does not feel heavy at all. And the thing about this is it melts with the skin. It's a little bit oily, so if you have oily skin, NARS has a pot concealer like this. Maybe try that one because this one is a little oily. It always just looks like skin. So I applied it with my best and favorite brush in the world, Real Techniques 205. And now I'm blending it out with my Real Techniques 200. I think cream products are best for a little whisper type of look. Gorgeous. Now I'm going in with the Stretch Concealer in 2 shades lighter than the one I put on my skin. And I'm just going to do some light highlighting. So when I'm not doing like very specific face shape highlighting, I just like to go generally where I want the attention in my face to be. This is just going to give a nice naturally sculpted look. It's not too highlight, contour, highlight, which I tend to do recently. For this, just for that slight variation in shade, it's just going to give a nice... It's like the foundation just breathed on my face. The foundation went... For most of my base, I'm going to be using creams. When working in light layers, it's nice to use a similar base for most of your products. When we get to setting, obviously we're going to use powders, but for most of the work I'm going to do, I'm going to be using creams. Y'all know how I feel about this. Y'all know how I feel about this. The Fenty Beauty Match Stick. If your skin tone is close to mine, the shade Amber is absolutely perfect. Obviously, deeper skin tones, as I always say, you go warm. But for lighter skin tones, you go cool. I gotta recreate the Pew cheekbone. Her cheekbones are so incredibly iconic. So here's how I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna go like this. It's with the chin. I'm like, boom. So like, pretend you're voguing. And then I'm keeping this line really thin because it's an optical illusion when you're doing something like that. You don't want too thick of lines because that's clockable. Also, in the name of precision, I am blending out. I'm squeezing my brush to make it more dense. And I'm just tapping on top of that line. This is how we create optical illusions. When you don't want to go with your face, you want to kind of change the face shape. I'm not going with the flow, I'm going with the Pew. Come on, stop. And that's why it's good to use cream on top of a cream, because they will seamlessly blend in with each other. The oils will melt each other together. It's that layering. How can we layer to make everybody happy? She has this bronzy thing kind of going on here. So my next layer is going to be another cream, but instead of the cool tone to create illusion of shadow, I'm going to use a warm tone to create the illusion of sun. Okay, I'm gonna put that right on top of that first contour. I'm still tapping, but it's less precise. This can be more diffused because suntan is more diffused. I'm gonna go here, here, here. I'm taking that onto the eyelid as well because it's just gonna be a nice little whisper before my shadow, which is of the same tone. When I was mixing the tones, aka the cool toned contour and the warm toned bronzer, I'm keeping the warm tone up here and the cool tone down here. I'm not wanting to super mix them together. But when I'm doing a warm toned eyeshadow, I can put my warm toned bronzer on top. I can put a warm tone right up next to a cool tone, which will intensify each. You get what I'm saying here? My whole goal with this little whispers thing is to make sure everything is married, everything is cohesive, so that it like all melts together throughout the day. She has the slightest touch of nose contour, but her nose contour looks more warm. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to look down to find the natural lines. Keep this line really thin in the name of precision. Thin in the name of precision. Does that rhyme? It should. So I'm going to go thin, thin. Oops. Oh, come on. And then it looks like it connects here. That'll create that, you know, when she turns to the side and it's like whoosh, the ski slope nose. Love it. I'm gonna tap this in to keep my lines thin. I'm just blending right on top of the line. This line I'm gonna swipe because I think I put a little too much. I'm going back in with my highlighter shade just right up to that contour to really snatch it. Now the bridge, I'm just this is why this brush is so nice, because it's precise. You see that right on the bridge? Okay, Pewified. This is the lipstick I'm going to be using later on, but I'm going to be using it as blush. We're keeping the cream dream going. And I'm just going to place this right here. right here. Using your lipstick as blush is a brilliant way to make your look very cohesive. This is one of my classic little whispers because it makes it monochromatic, but in a way that makes it make sense. It's where your face is doing the talking. There's not too much color going on. There's not too much contrast going on. If I have a blue toned lipstick and a more red toned blush, it's gonna kind of clash, which can be cool, but not for a natural look. For a natural look, we want all the tones to match, which is why, because it's a very warm-toned eyeshadow, a very warm-toned lip, very warm-toned cheek, to match the bronze look. See how natural that is? Gorgeous! Notification alert, we are switching to powder. Creams are done. Done. We're switching to powder. I am setting with my new favorite powder, the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. Y'all saw in my drugstore favorites. This is geniusified. I'm only going to powder in the center of my face to take away that shine. I feel like I have more control with a flat brush, and for a more natural look, when I'm wanting to still keep a lot of shine, I'm needing more control. This is just sculpting my pew cheekbones that I'm really wanting to channel because I'm obsessed. So now we are set, but we still have that glow from within. Brows. Pew got that brow, pew got that brow, A. Pew got that brow, pew got that brow, A. Pew's got that brow, which sucks because I just tweezed mine Doja Cat style. Yeah. When they were supposed to be Flo Pew. It's okay though, we're going to cheat a boy brow. We're not going to cheat on a boy, we're going to cheat a boy brow. Shh, okay. I'm going to start with the Got2b glue. I love this. On the nastiest, dastiest spoolie brush you've ever seen. This is just Got2b gunk. If I'm using something like this on a client, I'm using a disposable spoolie. Please never get it twisted. Sanitation is very important to me. This is just going to thicken up my brows, add a little fluff, add a little texture, add a little whisper. Yeah. Now I'm going in with the Maybelline Brow Ultra Thin. I love thin things, thin brushes, thin lines, thin pencils, precision, people. Now, normally I like brow markers because I'm looking for a more precise, like, lift, you know, Doja Cat. I'm looking for something a little more fluffed as opposed to snatched. And given the waxy texture of a pencil, it'll do just that. I'm using very short and quick strokes. I don't know if the quickness has anything to do with it, but I'm taking out the anxiety of am I doing this right? Quick strokes are kind of manipulating the gel that I have on there, making them fluff. Notice the similar texture of the brow products. Matchy matchy, merry merry. Hey, if they like each other, they're gonna blend together swimmingly. Now to set it all, amp it all up, and give that little on top, I'm taking the e.l.f. Wow Brow. This stuff is wow. And it's just gonna bring it all together. This stuff has like almost like little fibers in it. And that's really gonna play with the illusion of fluffier brows. Alright, we're boy browed out. Eyes. I'm not gonna prime. The way the shadow's sitting on her, it's so nice and blended. Primer would create like too much of a base. Do you know what I mean? Like the shadows would be almost like too pigmented. I want the oils of the eye to blend with the shadow as the night goes on. Her eyeshadow is very warm, but it's almost olive-y. So I'm going to be taking this shade from the Makeup by Mario palette. If you have a favorite bronzer, go ahead and use that. I'm packing this up to the lid. I'm going to be taking my finger on the brush doing that to just create the ever slightest suggestion of a shape. You see how I did that? I went... And if you didn't see it, you heard it. Taking that same shade, I'm going right under the eye, following my lash line. Pew almost has like round, almost downturned eyes. So to kind of mimic that, I'm going to connect my lower lash line to that angle this way. Now, normally I take my angle very high up, very sharp, but here we're going to go a little puppy dog. Now I'm going back in with my brow pencil. I don't know, it's the shade that I want and it's cohesive in a secret way. I'm going right on the lash line and following that first line. Now tap it out. Another way to create little whispers like I did with the lipstick as blush is to use one product for multiple things. So eyebrow as eyeliner, lipstick as blush, bronzer as eyeshadow. the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Instant Eye Palette. I'm going to be taking this shade. It comes out a lot warmer, so I'm going all over the lid with this. I'm literally using an actual paintbrush, so I don't know why. I'm not super packing this on, and you'll see why in just a second. Just a very little light suggestion. I love the way the light is catching the shimmer on the ball of her eye. Your eye is rounded like this. The ball of the eye is the highest point. So I'm going to take that same shimmer, spray with some setting spray, and put that in the places I want the light to catch. So the ball of the eye, see how that's just a little bit more intense where I want it to be? Shh, 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 shh. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? It's the faintest whimper of shimmer on the lower lash line. Alexander, you're a genius. What I see on the lower lash line is a little bit of shimmer right here. So I took that same shimmer, wet it with my setting spray, and I'm packing it right here. I call this the cry spot. When your eyes well up with tears, they well up and they exit this way. So putting a little shimmer here just kind of mimics that, which I think is so cute. That little puppy dog thing. Cute. Shh, listen. Yes, it is the faintest whisper of eyeliner. I'm taking the Maybelline Master Precise, thin, 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 precise, precise, precise. A third, fourth of the way in, I'm gonna just draw a dot. I'm gonna take an angled brush, angled away from my eye, and smudge it out. That was even too much. Oops. I'm not taking the line up. I'm not taking the line down. I'm just following my natural eye line. And shh, don't tell anyone, but whatever's left. Okay. Don't tell anyone I did that. L'Oreal Telescopic. The brush is very thin, so it's going to add nice length without making it too clumpy. If anything, you get this mascara for the bottom lashes because it is genius for it. Another thing about Little Whispers is you keep going back in and adjust. It's not about getting it all on there at once. It's about you keep looking, you keep adjusting, you adjust the color, you adjust the placement, you go back and you keep adjusting. Eyes are done. How easy was that? Hello. Lips. The lips are my favorite part of this look. I think this color is so incredibly flattering. I'm going to start with a neutral pink lip liner though. I'm going in with Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. And I'm going to fluff out that line with my finger, just kind of blending it out a little bit. Look, now even our lips are whispering. Shh. If I use the same color lip liner as lipstick, it would just come off a little bit too harsh. And I want to let the lips do the talking. So a lighter liner is the way to go. I'm going back in with that Lancome lipstick. To use a darker color, I'm going to go dot in the corners, dot at the cupid's bow, dot in the center, dot in the corner. Smack. This is coming up super red on camera, but in person it's definitely that more brick mauve color. So I'm dotting, I'm tapping, I'm dotting, I'm tapping. Those are the layers we're looking for. And baby, we're done. Okay? We're done! I haven't done my makeup like this in a long time. I've been getting very braised with the lines and the angles and the graphics and the whatever. But it's nice to do a simple, fluffed, flowed, pewed look. I feel really cute and natural and like I could go on a little bit of coffee date or something. Come on! Go ahead and check out Alexander Babsky on Instagram. It's really cool because he'll post like a finished product, like a red carpet look, and then he'll post the sketch that he did of the makeup beforehand, and you really get to see an idea come to life and how he uses his artistic abilities to achieve that. I geek out over makeup artists. I'm in love with so many of them. Let me know if I should start a series doing a deep dive on some of my favorite makeup artists, because I know a lot of makeup artists and I know a lot about a lot of makeup artists because I researched them like a little fangirl. As always, thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. Like, doing this is so much fun. You guys have been so nice in the comments. Like, it makes me want to rip my hair out. I'm so excited. It makes my heart truly like sing, and it makes tears well up in my eyes. You see the cry spot? That's shadow and real tears because I'm crying for you, baby. Like, you make me so happy. Make Make sure to follow me on my Instagram and TikTok. Please subscribe for more content like this. I'm churning it out, y'all. I'm churning it out. My job just cut me part-time, so I'm all yours. I love you so much. I hope you have such a good day, and pew out.